Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Vitinha! And he thumps it clear. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Sinem Wang goes steaming forward. Flashes it. He's had a shot! Now it's Bernardo Silva. And it's Bellingham. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And he's managed to get free. Bernardo Silva tries a shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brest are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Great vision. Always onto this. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Buriram United. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Brest have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Kiachisuk. And the counter is on.
Stade Brestois are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Turan. Looking for a runner. That has been cut short. McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Carvajal. Rodri. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Joelinton. Cross into the box. That's a decent clearance. That has not gone well. And here's Bernardo Silva. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been played through. He's in a great position here. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Pirlo powering forward here. Ball is over the line. That pass has been well intercepted. Nice looking ball. A probing pass. Can he spark a counter here? Pirlo. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. Can he get onto this?
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Bellingham. It's a searching pass. Diogo Costa claims comfortable. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's running through. Goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. That has been knocked clear. And there's the end of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Stade Brestois really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous invite à participer par vos dons au programme caritatif des Stades pour tous. D'avance, merci. Changement pour le Stade Brestois. Le numéro 7, Messi. À leur place, le numéro 23.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rudiger can get it clear. Kiatisuk looking to add to his goal. He won't be happy with that one. It's gone out for a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. Brest come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
There's the header! He scored! The second half sparked straight into life. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Pirlo, nicely aimed pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Some good work on the right flank here. Thuram has it out wide and in space. No way through, so back... And he's had a hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's Vieira. And here's Bellingham. Rodri gets a foot in here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Rooney. It's Rooney! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Attention, changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Brest perhaps contemplating their next change here. Haaland, big chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's given a throw. Rafael Leao chasing after it. That is good alertness. And here's Rooney. And here's Haaland.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Opts to play it back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Gallagher. Chance here to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Gallagher. Serginho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pirlo. And here's Rooney. Searching passes played there. That is a brilliant interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
1 minute.
Rooney. Bellingham. Rooney. He has a look up. He gets big. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?